Rex Dickson is on the line. So we're going to bring him in. We're going to talk to him.
Oh.
And, hey, this should be a pretty good discussion between us and Rex. So let's go ahead and bring Rex in. He is area code 407. After Rex leaves, guys, we'll bring in the rest of you. I see 719-267-205 and another 407. Let's get Rex in on the line first. Rex, what's going on, man?
Hey, guys. How you doing? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we got
Rick. What's going on?
Not much. I just listened to your discussion about our trailer. I think, what everybody needs to understand is this first shot is not for you. It's not for the core community. It's not for the core sim community. It's not for the core competitive community. It's not for the MUT community. The way kind of the logic works, and I know you guys have seen the game, obviously, in much more detail, and know how the actual story is actually much larger and more comprehensive than what we, talked about today.
Right.
So the reasoning behind all that, and I'll just kind of tell you sort of what the marketing mindset looks like. They feel like there's 5 to 6 million Madden gamers that are going to play the game and buy the game every year. And the approach is, we already got those guys. So the intent for a lot of the other, things like the initial teaser and the cover vote, and even I'd say go so far as like the E3 trailer and stuff that we do every year, is not core directed. It's directed at bringing in new markets. It's directed at casuals. Now, I personally don't particularly agree with that approach. Clint and I have always taken the approach that if you appeal to your core, the masses will follow. If you win over your core, the masses will follow. But there is a concerted effort on behalf of a lot of people above us and within marketing to say we have to make this game more approachable and more accessible for casuals. So, as frustrating as it was for you guys to see that trailer and be like, that wasn't even like 5% of what they've done or showcased. Think about how frustrating it is for us who built all this amazing, crazy content, and marketing just wants to show some snazzy special moves. It's supremely frustrating for us. But again, you have to go into the mindset that it's not for you, it's for somebody else who has a completely different mindset about the game.
And guys, let the record show. I had no idea Rex was calling tonight, and no, he did not give me that script. We just both pretty much said the same thing. I've learned that being around Rex and the guys, and just kind of looking with my own eyes, like, okay, these ain't for us. But it's cool to hear Rex come on and explain to you guys their mindset. That's very important. Smitty, you got any questions for Rex?
No questions right now. I mean, until things can, be elaborated on as far as the gameplay stuff, because, there's a lot, but I'll wait until the right time.
AZ, anything for Rex? Hello, what's good?
Sorry, I'm here. I had to put it on mute. Rex knows that we know, man, because we behind the curtain. My whole issue with the trailer, because I know that you all have done amazing work. I've seen it. My whole issue with the trailer is why not create a trailer? I know it's just the first impression. It wasn't for us. But why not give it something for us, even if it was like 3 to 5 seconds of each thing, and it would still be a short teaser trailer that would still satisfy the people that they're going after with, I guess, the trailer that they did today. Because honestly, if you see some of the stuff that's in the game initially, you say, oh, okay, well, this year, wow. Like, to me, I think, in my opinion, the Madden 16 trailer was, that's all right. The Madden 16 trailer was better than the one that we saw today. The cover vote one where we had Antonio Brown and whatever, they were stepping out the shadows, and then they showed the catches, like, because it even introduced the catch, the catching system that was
superiority.
Yeah. So
yeah,
let's
like
talk
I would have
about
liked to have seen. Yeah, like I know there was no running backs in that, but even if they showed off the difference between the running backs. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
so their feeling is, how do you show off something like gap play in a trailer and have people understand what it is? Like, how do you show off something like all new zone concepts or pattern matching? When we talk about this stuff to marketing, in a lot of cases, it's like it just goes right over their head. They're like, oh, the gameplay guys are talking football stuff again. The only thing that they can latch onto is what they understand, which is, oh, you did ball carrier moves, you did stiff arms, and we can show the hell out of that. So that's kind of how it goes down. And even if I was to try to build, an external trailer that kind of sold some of the stuff that we did within, defense and offense with the zone blocking and all that other stuff, it's tough to get those themes across in a trailer because they are very, core football. They're very authentic. They're very technical. And, even if you were to get a highlight out of that, the ability for a user to then take that highlight and translate it back to, oh, that was gap play is probably not going to happen all but the top 10%.
True, I understand. I don't know. I always take a different approach of what I would like to see a company do with that. And then, like, just in my mind, I would like to have seen, I know you all have things planned down the road, so you'll probably touch on it differently, but how we see presentations when we're down is how I would love for the public to see them. You know what I mean? Like, for marketing to say, okay, well, let's get behind you on this and show people how it used to look, and this is how it looks now, or this is how it's improved. Because the presentations that we see, to me, don't really reach the public for them to say, oh, well, this is the cut and paste, when it really is not. And we know that. And you know that. So.
Yeah, well, I'm the one that cuts those videos that you guys see when you come down here. I use them to motivate the team. That's what the team watches when we have team meetings to review our progress. We don't watch the marketing stuff. That's marketing stuff. We care about, like, seeing the content that we created. There's been times when I've begged, marketing. So I'm like, please let me own the creative for the trailer or whatever. But I have more important things to worry about than building trailers, obviously. So, my EP always reminds me, he's like, Rex, your value is much more, better placed working on the game and getting the bugs out and tuning and balancing. I don't want you to worry about these trailers. I kind of feel the same way you guys do. When I see that Battlefield 1 trailer, I'm like, with the right people in place, Madden should easily be able to build a trailer that rivals what you saw in that Battlefield 1 trailer. We should be easily able to build a trailer that rivals the 2K Momentous trailer. And I'll say it right now. I think that, if I compare last year's 2K trailer against what we put out this year, they crushed us. A much better creative. It was more emotional. It was shot better. I understood the intent of it better. But the bottom line is what really matters at the end of the day is when 17 ships that it's the best game possible and everyone's going to fucking forget about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man. This is why we love Rex, man. And listen, I told you guys, these guys are passionate. Y'all can say what y'all want about them. Rex, I know it's not much we can talk about, right now. We just getting to the surface of information, but before you go, we don't want to hold you too long. Is there anything that you want to mention or address the community about or just say in general?
I'm sorry, ask it again?
Yeah, I was just saying, I know we can't go too deep as of yet. Y'all still have more reveals to come out, but is there anything that, you want to address the community about or anything you want to talk about in regards to 17 at the moment?
Yeah, well, what I'd say to the community is the stuff you heard and saw today is really just a very superficial look at, some of the themes. There's several major changes coming that we haven't even talked about yet, and they're not insignificant changes. They're major bomb drops, major systems and pieces of the game that are changing fundamentally that we haven't even brought up yet and haven't talked about yet and haven't revealed yet. So today is not the entire story. Obviously, you guys know this, but for your viewers, there's a lot more announcements coming. The thing I'd most look forward to right now is the dev blogs. Clint's written, something like 8-page blog on the ground game and all the components and elements within it. You'd be easily, if you saw the trailer today and heard the announcement, you'd be like, oh, they worked on ball carrier special moves. But the real story is zone blocking and gap play, which kind of fundamentally alters the entire running game in Madden. The real story is about ball carrier loco and the way it feels to run and slide through lines. For me, those stories will start to bubble up, and you'll see that it is much bigger than the superficial stuff we talked about today. So that stuff will all be coming out in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Man, well, we definitely appreciate you calling. I'm pretty sure at the moment that I'll see you at EA Play. I'm probably 95% sure that I'm going to go now. So I'm sure, man, we'll have more to talk about. I'm going to definitely get my interviews in with you guys. But, man, we appreciate the surprise call, man. You're welcome anytime.
Absolutely, you guys. And I got one other thing for you before I go. The entire CFM team in Austin is listening to your show right now. So for all your listeners and for you guys, if you have any feedback for the CFM team or you want to specifically address the things that they're working on or your expectations, the entire team is listening to your show right now.
That is amazing. So we're going to hit that as the next topic right away. So, Rex, again, man, we appreciate you calling. I'm sure we'll see you soon. And, keep pushing, making the game the best it can be.
Will do, guys. Have a good night.
All right, man. You too.
All right. Thanks, man.
Once again, guys, thanks for coming by. And if you want to interact with me live, head on over to Sim Standard Radio every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, along with Smitty and Azure Effect. The call-in number for the show is down in the description. Now, of course, for more content, go ahead and click the link above. And before you go, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. All right, guys. Until next time, lights out.